Okay, cool. Bro, 1 second. Let me check this one. So we are in Teams now. Okay. Okay, cool. So, bro, you can able to see my screen and everything, right? It's perfectly fine, right? Okay, cool. Let me open the slide. So that day we talk about data basics only, na? Database basics only. Okay, let me go with data types actually. Okay, today. Close that. Yeah. Bro, like data, what is data, database and SQL, right? And what is data set also. And let me come back to the data types. See, you are trying to insert any data, right, bro, in the tables. But you are going to define the table structure, right? Columns, and you have to define some numeric characters, text and all. Suppose you are going to make a column which is salary, okay? So at that time, you have to make a like you have to define a column character, right? Like which kind of character we are going to insert in the table. So at that time, we have to go with this kind of data types actually. And we have a lot of data types, buddy. So if you see here, we have a text character data type, which can store alphabetic letters, like text kind of characters. And when you go with numeric values, now you are going to store only particular numbers. And there is a range actually, I can tell you. And data and time values, buddy. Data means date and time values. Like suppose you see my current timestamp is 26/3, right? And like that, you have to make a time values also. Time values is nothing but timestamp, bro. Like let me do one thing. Let me open one. Bro, I'm getting some noise actually from your side. Uh, like I'm getting some air actually, air sound and all. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Now it's fine. Now it's fine. So we have a date and timestamp characters also, bro. I can tell data types also. I can tell you how to do that. And we have a boolean actually. Boolean means like we are going to define a columns like which is true and which is false when we are doing some data type operations and all. And images and audio also we have a data type actually. By doing that comments now we can insert the images, we can insert the audio also. So let me go with the data types. Okay, I can show you. And see, suppose you see here, right, character is a data type actually, and this is a fixed length, buddy. Okay, suppose your name is Sanket, right? Sanket is having how many letters? Actually 6, right? Suppose if I'm defining one character like username field in the table, in the column, so I'm defining that column as a character data type. Then if I'm defining that, suppose character of size, right? So I'm defining character of 20, okay? Like 20 size. So suppose if I'm inserting your name as Sanket means 6 letters only it will be taken, correct? But this data will occupy rest of the letters also, like remaining 14 characters are there, right? Those characters also, those will be occupied. Means you will be seeing some size issues and all, because this is a fixed length, buddy. But when you go to varchar is also a kind of like data type, but which can store only the specifying numbers. Like you are going to specify like varchar of 10. Okay, and you are defining the username as only 3 or 4 characters only. Like suppose you mentioned Sankey, right? So like you go with nickname, but rest of the letters, though, I mean, it won't store actually. It means this is helping us actually in the what I would say storage side. It won't take other storages, like it won't occupy other storage. It will take like what we define in the character side. And integer, we are using this is for numeric, bro. Numeric numbers. Like we have a contact number, right? So that is a phone number having 10 characters, right? I mean, 10, not 10 character, 10 numbers. In the 10 numbers, see, this is a range actually. If you see, And I can tell you when to use, when not to use this kind of thing. Okay. And some database we are calling it is a int. Some database we are calling integer. It is same as int only. Okay. And big int means, suppose I would say, you are working in Amazon, bro. Okay. In Amazon, we have a huge amount of database, right? And we don't know how many users actually. Okay. Like they are storing their product names and all. And product, suppose that there is having lot of products, right? Suppose, for example, I will go with t-shirt. Okay. So in that, Amazon is for like what I would say, Amazon is available for every country, right? So everybody can able to buy that kind of t-shirt, right? So you don't know like how much sales will be happen in 1 month. And that is the reason like we are going with the big int, because we are not sure like how much numbers will be purchased in a month. At that time we are going with the big int actually. And float, for example, you are starting a business, like gold business, but you are starting a gold business. In the gold business, every gram also will be calculated, right? Because suppose I'm seeing that in my bank account I'm having 20 rupees and 70 paisa. Okay. But if you go, and we are just thinking that 70 paisa is not matter for us, like even though it is in bank account. But when you go to gold shop, so they are selling that gold actually in a grams also, right? And that is the reason sometimes we are going with this float actually. So float can tell, suppose in the salary, even though if we check our salary also, every time some amount is coming now, bro, in every month there is some difference actually in the paisa side. Like this month you got like 70,000 and 220, and also 220 something paisa is there. So like the way you have to define actually. Suppose after first few characters, right? Few numbers. Later that there is a dot, right? So at that dot you can define actually. Suppose I want to showcase only two numbers in the decimal. So we can, using this data type, right? We can define that column structure, and based on that we can insert the data. And also double also same as float body. Okay. And let me go back to, okay, let me do that. Number also. See, we can see different databases are there, bro. In one database, we will go with float, and one database we can go with double, and one database we can go with number, and decimal also there. Okay, let me put this in here. One second. Let me do Control C, bro. Something happened here. Okay, cool. And when you go to data types, bro, we have a date time, and timestamp, boolean, others. Okay. So date is nothing but, bro, suppose today you are inserting one column actually in the database, and you need to define the date also, right? Today you are doing the operation means that there is a backend date is automatically captured actually. And by default date format is, defining in year, month and date. Suppose you are going with the date, month, and year means your data will be not going to insert, and you will be getting some error, because you are defining the data type is date type is like year, and year, month, and date, and you are doing the reverse order. Definitely you will get some errors, buddy. And that's why you have to remember the date type. By default it is taking year, month, and date. Okay. And after the date, you will be having some hours actually, hours, minutes, and seconds, right? So when you go with the time data type, so you will be capturing the hours, minutes, and milliseconds also in the data. Okay, in the data. And also see, when you use the, like, if suppose if there is a requirement, and your manager said that, so, like, Sanket, I want to capture date and time for this particular data set. And when you are going with that data, right, you have to define one particular column as date time, format, so that it will capture date along with time also. For example, this is the one, buddy. And timestamp is similar to this one, but when you go with timestamp now, so like suppose you are in India, bro, IST time zone, but you want to capture other timestamps also, like your boss is staying from USA. Okay, so you need to capture that UTC timestamp also. At that time, you will try converting that dead timestamp to timestamp also. So we have that conversion functions. We can use that actually, and Boolean, right? Suppose you can make one one kind of code buddy. Okay, so suppose how would I say, like um it's not like that, bro. You have to make it like true or false only. Suppose just like thinking, okay, 1 minus 1 is like suppose 1 minus 1 is 0, like in a mathematical side, right? So if you mention 1 minus 1 equals to 2, that means false only, na? Because that is a wrong calculation. So you can define like that actually in the data, so that once you perform that data operations, right? So you will understand, okay, this is a wrong format. Okay, that's why it is showing as false. And see, also we are defining 0 is false. Whenever you see 0 is coming means in the result, it is a false. Other than that, like if any non-zero numbers are true actually. Suppose 1 minus 1 equals to 0, bro. So that is a true, right? So that time you will get a result is 1 actually instead of 0. Okay. And when it comes to others, right, we have a blob, means binary large object buddy, and CL also, like, character large object. Suppose you want to upload one video buddy. So which is a very important video you recorded and you want to showcase that in the database. So we have this kind of data types we can use to insert the data, but right now blob, clob and binary is not there. We are using binary and var binary only. These are the old data types, bro, but right now companies are using binary and var binary only. Yeah. So now you got to know it, bro. What is data types? Data types, we have text kind of data types, numeric data types, date and time, and true or false, and also images. And images we don't see actually most of the time. So these four are very important actually in the data types. Okay. Okay, bro. Let me go with operators. See, operators in SQL. This is arithmetic operations, bro. Addition, subtractions, multiplication, division, and modulo. Correct? Suppose in a database you have a table which is a employee table. All of a sudden your manager said you want to there are 10 employees, bro. Okay, who are performing very better actually in this year, and your manager said, so Sanket, I need a data. Can you please add everybody to 500 bonus amount in their salary? At that time what you do, you have to make some calculations, right? You are going to perform one query. So in that query you are mentioning that salary is a column, bro. So you are taking salary into 12, means 12 months, plus you are adding 500 for each employee, so that every employee will get a 500 bonus amount in their salary. And that kind of data you want to showcase. Like the way you can do subtraction, you can do multiplication, and you can do division also. Modulo, you means it's a percentage. And operators, we have comparison also, bro. Suppose suppose you have a 5 members employees in working in your department. It is IT department. So I want to fetch only one employee details, right? So at that time, I know suppose like Ashwini department ID, like not department ID, Ashwini employee ID is 724. Okay. So I want to do some operation, right? Like at that time, I'm doing that, select required field. Like required field means username from employee table where employee ID equals to 724. Then I will get a Ashwini details actually in the data. So by doing equal to, we are telling that, okay, this can match with proper data so that can show in the result. And also we can do some greater than, less than, and greater than equals to, bro. Suppose I want to fetch only a few members details who is taking 1 lakh salary more than that. So I will get only greater than salary, right? And if I want to take less than salary also, I will do some these operations so that I will get to know. And then I will go to see, bro. You know what is operations in operators in SQL? Like we have a arithmetic operators and we have a comparison. Okay. Let me go back to another one. We have a logical operators also. So and it can tell that if any all of the conditions separated by and is true. Suppose you are telling that all of a sudden like uh, bro, I'm getting voice actually. What happened? Now I can hear you, bro. Okay, I'm feeling that you are traveling actually. Okay, okay. Okay, okay, cool, cool, cool. Actually, yeah, bro, no problem. See, this is operators, right? Like logical operators. The logical operator is nothing, bro. Suppose you want to take the two columns data at a time. Suppose one of the condition is like two of the conditions are true, then you have to go with the and. Suppose I want to take a data, employee ID equals to 102 and department ID equals to 103. So that my condition will get true and I will get the details of that person actually. Or means any one of the statements can true. Suppose this can like either this condition will get true or that condition can match with my query. So any one of the result will come in the output. So that I can show. Not means yeah we can do. Suppose I don't want see one person in the database. I don't want to showcase that guy in the database. I can mention right where not employee ID equals to 104 means that 104 employee ID will not fetch in the data in the table. All we have a all also, bro, which can match with subqueries. I can show you which meet the conditions and all. In means, for example, you want to showcase four employees at a time, bro. So that means four employee ID details at a time. So you can mention one where condition, right? Where employee IDs in 101, 102, 103, and 104. And we are dividing them as a column, like separated them in a column so that you will get that kind of details. Like means, like is also a operator, which means suppose my name is Suresh, bro. Your name is Sanket, okay? And we have one more person who okay, I don't want to go with Shruti. I will go with another person. uh, Wait, bro. I'm going with another name, like suppose Surya Prakash, something like that. Okay. So I want to go with the persons whose first letter is matching with S only. At that time, if I go with like operator, na, so I can mention where last name like yes means I will get the all the last letter which is matching with yes last name. Yeah. And between means you can divide some range, bro. Suppose you want to know like in your employee table, there is a lot of guys taking the salary every month, and you want to know particularly who is getting 50,000 to the 1 lakh salary in between salary amounts. So you have to showcase that actually in the data. Okay, this person getting 50,000 amount and one more person getting 60,000, right? So you will be giving some range actually 50,000 to 1 lakh in between which and all values are captured. So those data will be showing in the output. Exist means like for example, you are trying to create a table, bro. Create table name like that you are creating, right? And suppose you don't know if same kind of table already created or not. At that time, you are doing this like create table if not exist, and you have to mention the table name. Means if database is already exist, then it won't be created. If it is not exist, then it will be created. Like the way we can do exist also. That is if not exist, but this is if exist means it will fetch the record. If not, if it is not exist means yeah it will create a data also. Okay, and let me go to another one, bro. And we have a bitwise operators, and see this one what we do is this is a pipe symbol actually. Okay, see this pipe symbol can help us and we can call that is a concatenation, bro. Okay, concatenation means suppose your first name Sanket and last name is Power, right? Suppose Sanket Power and if I don't give space in between your first name and last name, so those data, those name will not be easy to read, right? And you can see data is not showing as correct because there is no space between your first name and last name. By using this concatenation symbol, so you will be dividing actually your first name and last name. For example, I can show you, bro, here. Like suppose Sanket, and where is the concatenation symbol, buddy? Ah, here. See, let me mention. Hmm. If I mention like this, uh, and I have to give columns also, bro. I can show you how to better. And you have to give two. Two means you will get one space also in between your name. So you will be defining this, like this. Then your data will be showing in a different in a correct way. And you have a union operator, bro. Union means like in the mathematical side, union all intersect minus. So this I can tell you, but not now because going forward I will show you this data, and let me tell you how to where to practice actually. Okay, how to practice SQL, bro. We can able to practice this SQL by using online SQL editors also. But the thing is, online SQL editors are temporary. Suppose I'm showcasing you like online SQL editor, right? Like I'm telling online SQL editors. See, I'm opening one of the website actually here. And see, we have a program is this is a online website. By default, they are giving some databases. Okay. See, I'm doing some operation here. If I go back means if I close this means that data will not be stored permanently, and it's not easy, right, for you. Suppose you allow if you do some operations like you are practicing your SQL queries, which is not storing means definitely that would be a problem, no? So that is the reason I won't recommend, bro. Go with the online SQL editors. But when you are in the production, you want to perform something, yeah, you can come and you can do it here. Otherwise, go with the recommended one, which is let me show you. PostgreSQL, which is a like it's not like PostgreSQL or like that. We have a MySQL, we have a MS SQL also. Those are also like desktop applications, buddy. But our concentration is like Snowflake. Suppose I'm going to create one Snowflake account now, trial pack account. Okay, so please bear with me. Sanket, sorry, it's not Sanket account. Snowflake trial account. Okay, you can see, right, bro. This is the website. You have to come. You click on Snowflake trial. Wait, I have to take my name actually, new email. So you can create the same as I'm creating, bro. Okay. So that you will be getting 30 days, free actually to practice SQL queries. So I'm copying my email address, going back to that SQL. So you have to name it actually. Suppose I'm mentioning data ops and work email ID, I'm mentioning this is the one. And why you are signing up is for, you can mention why. I'm mentioning personal learning and development. Okay. And I'm going to continue. So here you have to mention what is your company name. They are just asking, but you can give like, data talks data, something like that. And as IT and enterprise. See, most popular is enterprise, and you have to go with this only. If you are switching this now, then it will get a free trial, but recommendation is most popular, bro. Enterprise, okay. And I'm choosing the Amazon Web Service. You can choose any one of the one, but you can choose Amazon Web Service and you can go with the region which is matching with your nearest data center. So I'm choosing not Singapore. We have a India also, I think. If not, we can choose US North, East North Virginia, bro. Okay. And I'm mentioning read and yeah, then I have to just complete this once again. For seconds. Okay, bro. Then these are not mandatory, bro, but I am mentioning SQL, okay? And I'm going to continue. And what will you use Snowflake for means, yeah, I'm doing loading data pipe and migrate now using a Snowflake and Dataverse and data lake. I'm submitting any one of the option randomly, and it is telling that an email is activated to your account has been sent, and I have to open my Gmail for that. And you see there is a notification came, and I need to activate this. So once I activate it, no, you will be asking for create a name actually and password also. So let me create. Not working, bro. One second. Today there is tickets or not? No tickets, huh? Okay. I think characters problem, bro. Let me try. Okay, another method. I think this time it will take. Okay, bro. I'm just creating. Okay, I'm just saving this. Bro, once you registered this one also, you will be getting one email for that. Okay. So in that email also, you will come to know your login information, which is a link you have to copy, and you have to copy your first name, I mean username, and you remember the password, right? So just click on login, you will go to that page and asking for login and all. Okay. So this is the screen, bro. How look like Snowflake, user interface. And you see this trial ends in 30 days, and we'll be having 400 credits actually. And I can tell you once it is loaded, maybe I have to refresh. Sometimes it will take time actually. And yeah, bro, you will see, right? Welcome to Universal Search and all. So this is working now, and mostly we will be going to create a SQL worksheet, right? So in this SQL worksheet, you will be performing all the commands actually. Okay. So do one thing now. So going forward, we will be directly jumping into writing the queries, and we have few topics also needs to be done. But before that, you have to insert the data. So I'm inserting this data, bro, today. Okay, employee database. So I'm just copying all this data on my notepad plus plus, and I'm coming to this Snowflake. One second. Yeah, bro. Just came to this Snowflake screen. So see, if you see here, I don't have a database. These are default databases. Okay, they are given sample data to practice and Snowflake also, correct? But I don't want actually. I want to create a new data for my practice. So I'm creating that database also, because if you see, no database is selected, right? So I'm creating data. Okay, base name. Okay, create database name I'm creating is suppose okay, and I'm giving semicolon by end of the syntax. So I'm just copying everything, bro, and just okay. Let me minimize this. Okay, cool. Okay, you have to click on this play button, bro, while running the Uh, hmm. It's created, right? It's created. So you have to just refresh this so that your data you can see here. Okay. So under that you will be having schemas also. So under public schema. So now I'm going to select the schema actually. So I can show you how to select the schema. Use schema, or maybe I can create schema also. Going forward, I will tell you, bro, how to use the schemas and why we have schemas and all. Create schema and schema name. I'm giving suppose practice. Okay, SQL practice. SQL underscore practice. You see, bro, SQL practice is created. If I'm refreshing under Surya database, I'm seeing one more schema. which is SQL practice. Under that, what you do is you will be creating your tables and all. Okay, I'm inserting the data now. Okay, let me show you. I copied that data, right? This is the data I copied. So let me insert these comments. Okay, I just okay, employee database is created, bro. EMP is created. So if you see here, create database if not exist is employee, and create schema if not exist employee dot HR data. See, EMP is a database dot HR data. HR data is a schema. So let me refresh. You will see I created this is manually, right? So what I done is I created one more database also. You will see now. See, you will see EMP data. Under EMP data, we have a public schema. Under public schema, not here. One second. I think it's not loaded, bro. I think employee table is not loaded. So let me copy everything and let me run. Almost there, I think, bro. Wait a second, bro. Okay. I'm loading that data, bro. Schema does not exist. Okay, cool. Means it is telling that this data not exist properly. Let me do one thing. Let me delete that. Okay. So I will delete this first of all. Maybe I will drop it actually. One second, bro. Drop database. Database name is Surya. So I'm dropping the database, buddy. Okay. Means that database will go now. It is refreshing. See, it went, bro. Like the way I will drop EMP also. Database. Okay, bro. That is also dropped, and we don't have any database. It looks like starting. Okay. Let me just insert again. Just run them. I'm running them, bro. All of the 16 comments. Okay. That will give the data. So after that, I can show you. So later tomorrow onwards, we'll do another data. We will talk about other, pending things, and after that, we'll directly practice the SQL queries. Only thing is you need to know queries, buddy. So that queries you have to use in the Snowflake, but you have to know like SQL programming now. So that is most important. Otherwise, we can't able to load. And let me refresh, bro. Now you will see that employee data. Employee is a database. Under that, second. Okay. See, under that we have a HR data, bro, which is a schema. Okay. Under schema, we have a tables. Under see how many tables we inserted? One, two, three, four, five, six, seven, buddy. And you see, when you just like touch that table cursor, and you will see how many rows this table has. You will get to know all the information, and not only there, you can see here also 25 rows are there, and under that how many columns that countries have. Country ID 3, like country ID, country name, and region ID. So they define the structure also, bro. Okay, which data type that column has, like that. Sure, that's it, bro. You can also perform this command. I mean, you can activate this trial account. After that, you can insert this database because it's needed. I can share via email. Okay. Recording also. Okay. Shoot then. I will do, bro. Okay, buddy. Take care then. I will stop recording this. Yeah. Bye, buddy. Bye bye.